chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, only gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Just you boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't buy or believe it.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and this one features the Ravens Offensive Player of the Year. He's in the top tier of the league, 5th in receiving yards so far this season. It's the Ravens and the Chargers, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Throwing to start the drive. Robertson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Ravens with great field position to start out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The slot man in motion right. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
Finding room at midfield. Inside the 10.
Touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the charge. First on the road here in Baltimore.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
The Ravens at 6-3 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Play action. It's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Robertson. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterbacks have been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at the 20.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
In motion left is Watkins. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
It's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 30! And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Looking to throw. Robertson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Chris Olave from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 70 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert. Open man Watkins. Touchdown Baltimore. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down. And that takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where...
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Robertson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Robertson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Robertson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Operating from the gun, Robertson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, 27 yards. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Herbert on first down now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Robertson. Olave over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. So we have reached halftime. Intermission past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That's returnable now for Smith. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Throwing to start the drive. Robertson escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw. Robertson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Robertson. They'll get this out to Kamara. He showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Looking to throw. Robertson. Olave holds it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Robertson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Slant pass complete to Olave. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Always showing off the pass rush skills.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Robertson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Baltimore Ravens.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Chavez. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Robertson. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left is Watkins. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. To the air again, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets it up past the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,